So many traders say, I want to have more discipline so I don't do these self-sabotaging, bad, destructive behaviors. But the truth is, each of these so-called bad and destructive behaviors are there serving an unconscious motive and purpose in that moment. Otherwise, they wouldn't exist. They wouldn't be there unless they were serving some particular purpose. So every so-called bad and destructive behavior, over trading, revenge trading, taking trades outside of your plan, over risking, all of these individual behaviors, so-called self-sabotaging behaviors, they have an unconscious motive built into them. You wouldn't move a muscle without a particular motive. Now, just because I'm saying they're not bad doesn't mean I'm trying to say they're good. What I'm trying to say here is that you want to, instead of shunning a behavior and shaming yourself and guilting yourself for a behavior and saying, I shouldn't do that, it's much wiser to understand why you're participating in that behavior in the first place, uncovering the unconscious motives, finding the triggers that trigger you into that behavior, putting viable alternative strategies in place so that you can manage that behavior effectively. You address the root cause of what that behavior is a symptom of, and now you form yourself into a more constructive trader and a more constructive human being. So every so-called destructive and self-sabotaging behavior follows this four-step process. Firstly, you're triggered. Now, I worked recently one-on-one with a trader who was triggered into over trading, taking trades outside of their plan and over risking. That's what they told me. They said, I'm an idiot. I keep doing this. I want to stop doing this. So the first thing I did was I took them back to a specific moment. They took a trade outside of their plan, they overtraded, and they over risked. And we identified in that moment what were the triggers triggering you into that behavior. What were the triggers that you were triggered by in that moment that then led to a compounding effect and the so-called self-sabotaging behavior? And we identified certain triggers. Certain triggers were, for this individual, more than 3 losses in a row. When they felt like they had more than 3 losses in a row, they felt incredibly anxious. They felt like they were put on the back foot. They felt like they were deep in drawdown, and they felt like they were falling off a cliff. It's the exact language they used. So what happened was this trader was triggered into a state, an unwanted state of anxiety and feeling like they're on the back foot. And to alleviate the unwanted state, the anxiety, the only strategy that trader had in their mind to alleviate that state of anxiety was to get back into the market and take another trade, even though there were no opportunities according to their trading plan. And they wanted to get back into the market with more risk on, because in their mind at that point in time, they perceived the only way they will be able to alleviate that unwanted state is if they were to get back into the market, overtrade. There was no opportunity according to their plans. They got back into the market. They took a trade that wasn't part of their plan, and they over risked because that was the pleasure in their mind to overcome that pain of being deep in drawdown. That was the only option they saw in their mind, to over risk on a trade that wasn't part of their plan so they could get out of that state of anxiety. So all destructive self-sabotaging behaviors are triggers. You're triggered into a certain unwanted state, and that behavior is a coping mechanism for that unwanted state. So what I teach traders is identify your triggers, keep a trigger journal, and identify everything that triggers you, and then find viable alternative ways to alleviate the unwanted state that don't involve trading. So you don't have to continue to participate in that destructive behavior. Now, what would happen is this trader would then guilt and shame themselves for continuing to do that self-sabotaging behavior, for having no discipline. And because they were shaming and guilting themselves, shame and guilt means you're consciously aware of the drawbacks, you're unconscious of the benefits, the motives you have in that moment doing that behavior. Because they were unconscious of the benefit, the motive, they would continue to do the same behavior when they were triggered into that state. But because they're unaware of the benefits, they just beat themselves up because they could only see drawbacks in that moment. So all self-sabotaging destructive behaviors follow this particular pattern. If you want discipline in your trading and in your life, it's the same pattern in your life as well. You need to identify and dissolve triggers. You need to be aware of what state you're triggered in, note that, and then have viable alternative strategies to deal with this unwanted state that don't involve participating in the so-called destructive behavior you don't want to participate in.